survived, at last, and not a moment too soon. There has been word of an unidentified aircraft flying through Apophis aerospace that needs to be investigated. According to the Apophis Police Department, no offense to them, the aircraft is heading for optical illusions. And that is where you come in, Mr. Void. So Void, are you up for the challenge?
Say no more, Minister. I'll be down there as soon as possible.
Be careful, Mr. Void. May the firewalls protect you.
Just entered convoy. 2 cars and a jeep turning north onto the main highway.
Jerk it down! Run away! Run away!
Here, can't you hold those bastards down for a while? Damn it, what's going on here?
No! Stop! Just listen to me! For 1 second, please! I don't have enough sufficient funds to pay the ransom. I'm really sorry. If you can just give me more time, I swear I'll pay it off. I promise.
You have failed me for the last time, my dear. If I don't have the ransom paid in 48 hours, kiss your fucking ass goodbye!
No, please! I just need more time. 48 hours will be impossible for me.
You should have thought of that before you came to me. The choice is yours, my dear. Either you pay up or say goodbye to your files. You have 48 hours.
What in the hell was that? What did I just listen to? Oh well, no matter. The sooner I get out of here, the better. Well now, it appears that I discovered the firewalls. Alright, all I have to do is disable the firewalls in this spaceship, and this computer will be done for in no time. Wait a minute. This feels almost too easy. There's no way in hell that optical illusions would leave these firewalls wide open in an empty room just to be disabled. There's gotta be a catch somewhere. I wonder. Dad, are these firewalls infected with malware? I feel so. Where am I?
You are inside the motherboard of this very spaceship.
Who said that? Are you a friend or foe?
That is for you to decide.
Who are you? Reveal yourself. I see you're an antivirus. Tell me, are you with the United Antivirus Movement, or are you with optical illusions?
Forgive me, but I regret to inform you that I am not considered property of the UAV, nor am I a rogue antivirus for optical illusions. My software relies on third-party applications.
Are you by any chance a new antivirus?
Afraid not. I have been developed in 2012 by BlackBerry Ltd. I provided customers with endpoint security that proactively detects cyber threats and prevents cyber attacks for years.
I see. Well then, have you ever considered joining forces with the United Antivirus Movement?
I'm afraid not. You see, when my buyer purchased me and installed me onto this ship, I was warned not to join forces with the United Antivirus Movement. Apparently, my owner mentioned something about corruption, using scare tactics to allow end users to install their AVs.
That is a false accusation, sir. We would never use scare tactics to trick users into purchasing antiviruses.
Then I shall believe it once I witness it firsthand. Speaking of which, you speak a lot about antivirus software, but tell me, who are you?
My name is Void Ranger. I'm an antivirus for the United Antivirus Movement. I have been sent here to deactivate the firewalls of this very spaceship and quarantine whoever is responsible for invading Apophy's airspace.
So you are. I am Cylance, an AI-powered antivirus, responsible for overseeing computer viruses and various forms of malware within this very spaceship. At your service.
Would you mind telling me who operates this aircraft?
Of course, my owner is the captain of one of the most daring armies in all of Nibiris. I believe they call themselves the Darude Militia.
Wait a minute. I know of whom you speak of.
And the kid fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, and he still thinks we're his friends. Well, I do not.
Oh boy, do I smell bullshit coming out of your mouth, Gun.
We're telling you a story the way I want it to tell.
It's over, Gun. You're under arrest. Come quietly or else I will not hesitate to use brute.
Oh, I Ranger, but I need to know what you did to the Kingdom of Salt.
Up in smoke, along with the rest of the vermin deceased below.
You mean to tell me that you single-handedly caused the genocide of all innocent lives within the entire Kingdom of Souls?
These aren't innocent civilians, Gun. Each and every citizen down there is equally guilty as charged, and they've all been sentenced to death, just as they deserve. And Gun, you and your men are next.
Then not, damn it. You know you could have been a real hero in my books. But you wouldn't even last 5 minutes in a duel with me before the police show up. I'm sure your cop girlfriend would love to find your dead body in this very temple. First time using a gun pump and a bag floor, but I have my baby here. Don't just stand there, you're not supposed to open fire. You cannot take refuge from me forever, and your cop girlfriend. Sarah, isn't it? I wonder how she'd feel to have a soldier handcuff her to the bed at a sheriff. Well, I'll kidnap and human traffic all the girls you love in hopes you ruin the rest of your life forever.
Yoo-hoo, baby!
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So Optical Illusions have sold their spaceship to one of the most dangerous armies in all of Nibiris, and now they're using it to invade Apophis?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Void. You see, it began many years ago.
We shall declare war on all Apathy's soldiers who have stood against us. No man, woman, or child will be left alive. Understand?
Sir, yes, sir!
victory was near. But his hired bounty hunter had other plans. It was in this moment that the bounty hunter hired by the captain would betray him in his deletion. Legends say that this bounty hunter was programmed using artificial intelligence software, the same AI software that I myself possess. By utilizing his new AI powers, not only was he hell-bent on eliminating the Darude militia, but he had his eyes set on every army that stood between him and his ultimate goal. Eventually, his ultimate goal will be to eliminate the United Antivirus Movement once and for all.
Well now, it seems that I am impressed with your knowledge, Mr. Antivirus. So much so that I've decided to reward you with a token of my appreciation. Behold! A pathetic excuse of an antivirus. And guess what? You're next, Blueberry Boy.
You cannot complete the mission without resolving the problem first. Smile for the camera.
Immediately.
And as Junko Ishikawa always says, good riddance to bad rubbish. Oh well, time to head back to the UAV. I always hated these spaceships.
You better run, Mr. Void, for we are your worst nightmare. Mark my words. I will win. The UAV will lose. And you, Mr. Void, you will die.
Minister Norton, let me get this straight. You are telling me that Mr. Void not only failed his mission, but that an evil ransomware was waiting for him this whole time, just to blue screen him. Minister, this is unacceptable.
Madam CrowdStrike, it was an ambush waiting to happen. How in the hell was Mr. Void supposed to prepare for such an attack when he's not even experienced enough in order to predict such malicious behavior? Now the kid may have passed his 3 exams, but he still has a long way to go before he can become the next minister.
Minister Norton, You can't be serious.
Madam CrowdStrike, I am dead serious. No yes, they have lost a couple of antivirus ministers over the years. My sincere condolences to each of them. But Mr. Void is still excelling to great lengths to put an end to this virus war. We just need to give him more time in order to get his shit together and to use his power.
Well, forgive me, Mr. Norton, but I find it hard to see this through. Void has done nothing for us rather than help start a computer war, stop the orbital Maddox laser and blue screen to his death while trying to stop a madman. But that still doesn't excuse the fact that Void isn't a perfect antivirus by any sense of the word.
Oh damn it, not again.
Please, sir, you have to let me go. I don't belong to you. I'm not ragdoll destined to be tossed around. Please, let me go.
I thought I told you to shut the fuck up!
Please let me go. I'll do anything. Just let me go. Please.
There he is! Arrest him!
And that was for insubordination towards my students. Hurry, Void. This way. I found us a way out.
Huh? What's that lying on the floor? Well, what do you know? It's a poem.
Yesterday, all those backups seemed a waste of pay. Now my database has gone away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly, there's not half the files there used to be, and there's a milestone hanging over me. The system crashed so suddenly. I pushed something wrong. What it was I could not say. Now all my data's gone, and I long for yesterday. Yesterday, the need for backup seemed so far away. I knew my data was all here to stay. Now I believe in yesterday.
Welcome back, Mr. Void. My apologies for the commotion earlier, but unfortunately, Miss CrowdStrike did not appreciate the fact that you're studying to become an antivirus minister after all the great things you did for us previously in the UAV.
Nice. I don't blame her. Besides, there are still many antivirus ministers who still can't believe I'm studying to become a minister myself. Heck, look at AVG when I first started. He first resented me until I saved him from malware.
I see you finally discovered my hidden distress signal. Well done.
Distress signal, Minister?
I know what you saw inside that spaceship that once belonged to Optical Illusions. A warrior? No. A bounty hunter? No. Ransomware.
Wait a minute. How do you know about this virus that tried to chase after me?
Many years ago, when we first formed the United Antivirus Movement, Webroot, ClamWin, and I each had our own separate missions to complete in order to ensure that the UAV was a safe and secure extension for all antiviruses. And while both Webroot and ClamWin both completed their mission successfully, I, on the other hand, wasn't so lucky. You see, my mission was to stop a malicious ransomware from infecting many computers worldwide. Luckily for the computer users, they all had their antivirus software installed and up to date. All except for one. This one user, unfortunately, had too many rootkits installed onto his system. So much so that the antivirus he installed would end up surprisingly be disabled by the malware in question. And no matter how many times we spent together through tech support, the inevitable eventually happened. Time was up. His expiration date to decrypt the files had expired, and when the clock struck 0, the user lost everything. Every song, every document, every system file, his entire PC was rendered useless, all because of one ransomware.
So what happened next, Minister?
After said user lost his files, he vowed to get revenge on me after what happened. So he contacted Optical Illusions, made a deal with them through the black market eBay, and through some malicious programming or something along those lines, became the very thing that destroyed his PC long ago. He became the dreaded ransomware, known only as Mozi. Unlike previous ransomwares where computers were 99% recoverable, Mozi was the exact opposite. For every system that Mozi infected, it was an immediate brick. And no matter how many times we tried to intercept this ransomware, to even run a system scan in order to find it and remove it, even with antiviruses installed and up to date, Mozi still managed to break every computer he touched. This was one specific virus that kept haunting me for many years. Even after everything that happened between us, Mozi is one malicious virus that still haunts me to this day. Not because of how many computers he managed to break and destroy, but the fact that he's still hell-bent on getting his revenge after I failed to save his files long ago.
I see. And what about this distress signal I found on the floor?
That is a poem that was written by one of Mozi's recent victims. It appears that her PC is still intact despite being infected by Mozi. From my understanding, she's been bargaining with Mozi for many months now in order to extend the deadline for when she would lose her files. Mr. Void, I'm ordering you to go down there, find the PC that is still intact from Mozi's infection, and stop Mozi before this victim becomes another addition to his statistics. If Mozi does intend to get his revenge, then we better make sure that that never happens. Do I make myself clear?
Well, as much as I enjoy your mission, briefing towards the Blueberry Boy, I regret to inform you that I have already invaded UAV headquarters, and that your days as an antivirus are numbered!
Minister Norton, what the hell are those things?
Those are rootkits, Mr. Void. Tis software used by criminals to gain control over a targeted computer or network. Rootkits can sometimes appear as a single piece of software, but are often made up of a collection of tools allowing hackers at administrator level to control the target device vis-a-vis Mozi. Void, run! I'll handle this. Mr. Void, on behalf of the United Antivirus Movement, I wish you best of luck on your mission to stop this ransomware. And just remember that if ever you need any intervention, please contact us as soon as possible.
The Minister, what about you? What about those rootkits?
I'll hold them off. Now go! May the firewall protect you.
You cannot hide
This is Bluebird to Gold Knight. Come in, Gold Knight. Minister Norton, do you read me?
No! Please listen to me. I would never dream of betraying you, sir. I just want you to give me more time, please!
Don't you worry. I'm on my way. Well, looks like me getting back home is gonna be impossible this time. Now, where in the hell did I end up this time?
I can answer that question. You are at the Kennedy International Space Station.
Mozi, is it really you?
In the flesh. I am honored to confront you. At last, Mr. Void, the child prodigy of the United Antivirus Movement. I must admit, my dear fellow, your reputation precedes you. But I regret to inform you, Mr. Void, that your time is running short.
Damn it, I should have never allowed Liz to take another field trip with Lana and Beatrice. I could have really used her help right about now.
What the fuck are you doing? Kill him! Roar!
Rest easy, son. You've had a busy day.
What? What happened to me? Where am I?
It is 10 o'clock in the morning. On October the 24th, if you want to know.
Officer, can you please tell me what happened?
Elbow fractures can be highly complex, technical injuries, and frequently specialized training and technical expertise are required to put these complicated injuries together with surgery.
Well, I hate to burst your contradiction, officer, but whoever that intruder was, he was not patrolling the space station. He was infecting it. Officer, listen to me. We need to get out of here before Mozi finds us. If he does, we're history. Do you understand?
Dr. Evil's orders.
No offense, officer, but screw the rules. If you want to risk yourself from getting infected, then by all means. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I have a computer to save.
Get back in here!
Wow, is this really happening right now? I'm back in Grand Britannia. My how things have changed since I last visited.
You can hide from me all you want, Blueberry Boy. But no matter where you are,
I will hunt you down, and you will feel the wrath of my power!
No! Stop! I won't let you hurt him. Please, just leave him alone.
Back off, bitch! The boy is mine! I've let you live long enough!
What's this? Oh my god, it's a boy! Hey, look at me. Just stay with me. Stay with me. I'm gonna get you out of here, do you understand?
Get away from that bastard! What the fuck do you think you're doing? Are you looking to hire an antivirus so you can pay him to delete me? How pathetic. Now stand aside so I can finish him off.
No. I won't let you hurt him. I am sick and tired of you tormenting me and degrading me for many years against my will. I made my choice to install an antivirus. And with God as my witness, I will see this through. Now why don't you pick on someone your own size? I have an antivirus to install.
So, you have chosen death.
Hey, are you awake? Please, listen to me. No matter what happens, I swear, I won't let anyone harm you, I promise.
Kira! What the fuck are you doing here? I thought I locked you up in your bedroom an hour ago!
What the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm getting some help.
Oh really? Whatever happened, miss? I don't need an antivirus to protect me. I can protect myself!
Calm down, Mozi. Let me handle this.
Look, I was wrong, okay? I was responsible for putting my own computer in jeopardy. Now why don't you walk away before I do something drastic?
This is your last chance. Step aside, or else we'll have no other choice but to hurt you. Is that what you want?
How about you do us all a favor and go fuck yourself?
So be it. This is your last chance, Kira! Your last fucking chance! Stand aside or your computer fucking dies!
You think I'm stupid? Well, I'll have you know that I'm way smarter than you! Hey, are you still with me? we've managed to escape, I'll take you back to my place, okay?
You have faced many viruses during your active duties, Mr. Void. You managed to delete every single one of them, except for me. Now die!
Let's get you out of here! Hey, are you awake?
I think so. Are there any scratches on me?
You look fine to me. I'm glad you're okay. You must have so much tech in your armor to survive those attacks from Mozi earlier.
Well, madam, I'm actually surprised that you came to my aid. When in reality, I was supposed to come to yours.
You were coming to my aid? May I ask why?
I overheard both your voice and Mozi's through an event log sent to me earlier. It looked like you were begging Mozi to give you more time to pay the ransom, just so you can get your files back. But as a UAV number, I know from experience that this is all bullshit. Paying the ransom will not guarantee getting your files back.
Wait. How do you know what happens when a victim pays the ransom? Have you ever been infected by ransomware?
Not once. And as a member of the United Antivirus Movement, I have fought a bunch of ransomware in the past, and each ransomware all have one thing in common. Swindle the victim into paying the ransom by holding their files hostage.
Wow. You're a smart one, aren't you? You're so brave, so talented. What's your name?
Name 32 Void Thorath, but you can just call me Void for short. I'm an AI-powered antivirus for the United Antivirus Movement, and I've been sent by the ministers to watch over you and to protect you from Mozi.
But why me, though?
Because you're the only victim so far whose computer hasn't been bricked by Mozi, and my job is to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, in that case, I'm Kira, sir. Kira Sutton. Looks like I'm your new client, huh?
Well, Kira, I guess you are.
Hey, why don't we talk about this in the morning? What say you?
Whatever you say, Kira. I am your new antivirus after all.
Welcome to your new home. I know you'll be brilliant.
Fellow rootkicks, I have submitted my latest surveillance within the cities of Grand Britannia. Tell the UAV that if they don't pay $4,000 in crypto by tomorrow morning, your antivirus prodigy will be the next target subjected to encryption. That is all. End of line.
Just you wait! You antivirus scum! I will assassinate you! If it's the last thing I ever do! Mark my word!
You're so adorable. If only I had my hands on an antivirus like you sooner. You're so peaceful with the way you sleep. I like that. Here. I have some medicine that will help ease the pain. I just hope this will help you. Now you just stay put, okay? I will be back for you, I promise. That's odd. Who'd be knocking on the door at this time? Hello? Who's there? Listen, I'm not expecting any visitors, so please, come back another time. Oh God! What's Help!
Surprise, surprise!
Oh no, Kira! I'm on my way! By order of the United Antivirus Movement, you're under arrest, Mozi.
Oh, is that so? You want that girl back? Well, come and get her.
Damn it, he escaped, and he took Kira with him. Looks like I have no other choice but to call reinforcements. Computer, can you please put the Axer Rangers on the line?
One moment, please.
Officer Base, we are the Axer Rangers. This is Axer Blue speaking.
Axer Blue, it's me, Void. I need your help. I'm somewhere in the middle of Grand Britannia, and one of my friends has just been kidnapped by a power-hungry ransomware, and I need your help to get her back, but I cannot do it without you.
Judging by your tone of voice, it appears that you have been caught in a pickle. But no matter, we'll be down there as soon as possible. Meet us at the Galloping Horseman at 2 p.m. and do not be late.
Yes, sir. Orders received and understood. Over and out. So, does everyone have their drinks? Okay, good. Because if the bartender would have seen you without any drinks, they would have kicked us out as soon as possible.
Hey, Void, why don't you chill? There's nothing to worry about.
Easy for you to say. I've been chased by some ransomware ever since I stepped foot in Grand Britannia. And you're telling me that I should calm down? I find that hard to believe, honestly.
Well, what matters now is that we're all here. Now then, would you mind explaining to me how you got yourself into this mess?
Very well, Rangers, if you insist. Rangers, I was summoned by Minister Norton to investigate an abandoned spaceship that was once used by the Darude militia. Whilst on my mission, I met an antivirus who unfortunately is no longer with us. He told me a story about the captain of the militia who betrayed his leader and had him killed.
Well, good for him. Nobody liked the militia leader anyway.
You're not listening! Apparently, it turned out that the captain who betrayed the Darude militia leader was still hiding inside the spaceship, waiting for my arrival. And according to what Minister Norton told me, he and Norton once had a history together, and because of this, his intentions were to wipe out the entire United Antivirus movement once and for all. In order to demonstrate his power, he started holding computer systems hostage until the victims were forced to pay the ransom. But even though the ransom has been paid, the PCs have already been bricked. Mozi is responsible for thousands, yet not millions, of bricked computers across the galaxy. All except for one. The last computer I've been trying to serve and protect.
And you're saying that this computer you're trying to protect from ransomware belongs to a little girl?
Precisely. And now Mozi has her. If we don't save her in time, Mozi will include her to his list of statistics, and then his next target will be Minister Norton and the United Antivirus Movement.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Well, that depends. Do any of you have any glide cycles?
Of course we do. How else do we travel between Apophis and Neburaz?
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go stop Mozi.
Kill them, but bring the Blueberry Boy to me.
Uh-oh. Rangers, we got company. Come on, Rangers, let's lose them. Well, Rangers, I hope that's the last of them for now. Now, come on! Well, Rangers, this is it. Mozi's doom ship. Now, come on, let's go inside and see what kind of tricks this ransomware has in store for us.
Right behind you, Void!
Alright, Rangers, remember the plan. We fight Mozi, defeat him, and we rescue Kira before it's too late. Pretty straightforward, wouldn't you agree?
Of course. This plan is foolproof. Now what are we standing around here for? Let's find some viruses, shall we?
Mozi, you'll never get away with this.
Kira. You have a bad habit of interjecting yourself in my affairs. It's kind of hilarious how you managed to return to my hands like a pawn in a chess game.
If you're so obsessed with me, why don't you just put a fucking ring on it?
Because you are not the chess piece I desire. The chess piece I wish to destroy is the antivirus legend, Minister Norton.
Oh, let me guess. You intend to use me as bait in order to get your revenge. Is that right?
I will never forget the day when Norton Antivirus, the very security software I had installed, failed to save my PC from ransomware. And only now, I am able to get my revenge after everything the minister has done to me. And it all starts with the child prodigy he holds dear.
Wait. Now I'm confused. Are you going after my new antivirus, or are you going after the UAV ministers? Pick one!
The answer is simple, my dear. I'm going after both. I shall target the child prodigy first. Once he's removed from the equation, the UAV ministers will follow.
And what about me?
What about you, my dear? By the time I get my revenge against that oaf, Norton, your files will be deleted by then. After all, no one will ever come to your rescue, I assure you.
You're wrong. My antivirus will be there to protect me. Now let me go!
No. You made your bed when I infected your computer. Now unless you're willing to pay the ransom I have been demanding for weeks now, then perhaps I'll reconsider keeping you for insurance purposes.
I promise I'll pay you. I just need you to give me more time, please. I'm begging you.
Too late, Kira! You should have paid the ransom when you had the chance. Now stay still so I can delete you from the equation!
No, please! Someone, please help me!
Hey, asshole! Halt! In the name of the law!
Well. If it isn't the antivirus scum, it appears that you are still incapable of protecting the women around you.
Mozi, I know what you want. Now let Kira go. This animosity is between you and me.
Really? How about I expose a little bit of personal information? What is your name, my dear?
No, Kira, don't!
My name is Kira Sutton, age 18. I live in the Kingdom of Grand Britannia and I'm a programmer for a virus authoring group called Schism.
Wait, what? You were part of a virus group called Schism? They were on our wanted list for the last 2 decades.
I'm sorry, I was gonna tell you sooner, I swear.
Surprise, surprise.
Please, for fuck's sake, just help me.
Kira, with pleasure.
Wow, you were incredible against Mozi. You definitely know how to treat a lady, don't you?
Tell it to the judge, Kira. You're also under arrest.
Oh, really? And what exactly is my crime, antivirus?
For being a part of a now-defunct virus authoring group called Schism. Now let's get out of here before Mozi returns to his feet. I will deal with you later once I take you into quarantine.
Alright, fine. I'll allow you to arrest me. Now, are we gonna just stand here, or are we gonna get out of this hellhole?
This isn't over! Not by a long shot!
So, Mr. Void, how did it go?
No time to explain. We have to get everyone out of here now. Dear Findoc Minister, what the hell happened to your office?
It's kind of hilarious how you managed to return to my hands, like a pawn in a chess game.
Mr. Void! Mr. Void! Hey! Ministers of the UAV, grab Void, take him into quarantine. He has been infected with Mozi.
Mr. Norton, we need to talk. Minister Norton, what the hell were you thinking? Putting this little antivirus with a former virus author? Have you lost your damn mind?
Excuse me, Madam CrowdStrike, but I believe that pairing an antivirus with a previous offender would give Void the perfect opportunity to get to know the landscape he's about to dip his feet in. Now, if you have any more questions or concerns regarding the decisions I'm about to make, I'll be more than happy to hear them.
I'm sorry. I thought we agreed to strip Minister Void of his previous rank after he failed his mission back in Nebrus.
Forgive me, Madam CrowdStrike, but you fail to understand that Mr. Void was off duty when his mission was handed over to him. It is against our rules and regulations to charge antiviruses for their crimes committed while completing missions off duty.
Well, I, for one, love the idea of Void teaming up with a fatal flame. After all, with Void gaining experience from a virus author, who knows, maybe someday he can write his own scripts to combat malware attacks against the United Antivirus Movement.
How dare you take his side? I will have you both reported.
And that, my dear friend Kaspersky, is why Madam CrowdStrike will never be a part of the United Antivirus Movement.
Now that is a real shame.
Kira, give me a few minutes. I need to disable the alarm. Alright, the alarm is disabled. It's now safe to enter the registry keys. Well, Kira, here we are. Welcome to the registry keys.
Is it just me? Or do these registry keys look like the Geth consensus from Mass Effect?
I'm not sure. I've never played Mass Effect before, but if it's anything like what you described, then yeah, you could say that.
Excuse me, but would you mind explaining to me what we're doing here?
We are in the registry keys. This is where serial codes for computer programs are stored. Such keys range from free software to even the most expensive. Heck, I've been told by UAV ministers many times that old software like the first ever Norton antivirus can still be found somewhere in this very room. Now then, Kira, I brought you into this room because I understand you want to install me on your operating system. But in order to do that, I need to find my dev codes first, which contain the serial numbers needed to activate me on your operating system.
I see. And you believe your activation codes can be found here?
Kira, trust me on this. You can find anything in this room.
Okay, but what's with the alarm system installed on the door? Isn't that a bit much?
Well, Kira, the truth is, as much as the UAV wants to open up as much as possible, unfortunately, this is piracy, and piracy goes against the UAV's rules and regulations. After all, this room is heavily restricted for all UAV personnel, even Minister Norton. Unfortunately, there was a couple of incidents in the past where Maui tried to either invade or escape the registry keys. Luckily, we managed to defeat him, but we lost some data in the process.
Alright. So tell me, if I were a virus author, what would I need the serial codes for?
Well, a typical virus author would usually break into this room simply to find some malicious scripts from thousands of viruses we've dealt with in the past.
So you kept virus scripts, as well as serial codes for software?
And now you know why virus authors love to hack into the registry keys.
Guys, Mr. Void, is that you?
Mr. West, long time no see. What are you doing here inside the registry keys?
Well, Mr. Void, to answer your question, I have been appointed by Minister Norton to guard the registry keys in the event of an emergency, and it appears that I've just encountered an emergency just now.
Please, Mr. West, she's not here to cause any trouble. This is Kira Sutton. She's a former virus author, and she's looking to install her very first antivirus.
Hello?
I see. So which antivirus are you looking to install? Norton Antivirus? Kaspersky? I have Bitdefender also.
Actually, I want the virus standing next to me.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You want me to search for Void's dev codes so you can install him on your operating system? He's not even a fully fledged antivirus yet.
He protected me many times from ransomware. And even if he isn't legit antivirus, his firewalls are still good enough to install on my system.
I see. I apologize if I've been so abrupt with you. Anyone who tried to take Void's dev codes in the past always had malicious intent.
No worries, Miss OS. Security is always top priority.
It is indeed. Please stand whilst I go retrieve your dev codes.
What's happening?
Miss OS, you disappointed me. Now I have no choice but to infect you with poison ivy.
Miss OS, are you alright?
Come here. Take this.
Mr. Void, you better give me a good explanation as to what the hell happened here in the registry keys before someone gets deactivated. Speak quickly, or forever rest in peace.
It was Mozi, Minister. Kira and I were going into the registry keys to obtain my dev code so I can install it onto Kira's operating system. As Miss OS was retrieving the codes, Mozi hacked into the system and he infected Miss OS with poison ivy. She became a slave to his will.
Is that so? Then I'm afraid our worst fear has come true. Minister Bitdefender, gather Miss OS and take her into quarantine. And as for you, Mr. Void, take the victim back to her home The UAV is no longer safe for her now that Mozi is off her revenge.
Yes, Minister. Right away, sir.
Oh, and one more thing. Try not to lose these dev codes. These codes mean everything to you. Without them, you are nothing.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, I think so. My software is still being installed onto your system, and I'm useless right now until the installation is complete.
Look, don't worry about it. By the time your installation is complete, you'll be just as useful to me as you'll ever be.
Well, Kira, you're getting closer and closer to me every second.
Of course I am, silly. Since you rescued me from Mozi, I've been wanting to stay as close to you as possible.
Well, you're definitely doing a great job with that. Alright, Kira, look, if you want to make out with me, you'll first need to understand that I'm already spoken for. You're lucky, though, that she has no problem with girls cooing over me.
Is it true? Is it true you're engaged to another woman, yet she doesn't mind if I plant your lips with kisses?
I can demonstrate this to you. All you have to do is kiss me.
Kiss you? You mean right now?
Walter Zokash, also known as Mozi. He was recently spotted in Grand Britannia, has multiple connections to Darude, Kyiv, the Apophis Federation, as well as New Donk City.
All the romantic vacation spots. It seems that this idiot is only interested in one thing. Chaos.
So we are aware. But what else did you manage to uncover about Mozi?
Well, according to the criminal records of Walter Zokash himself, it is stated that we was wanted for defrauding the government, hacking into military personnel, and installing Sasa onto news agencies and international airports worldwide before he lost his files in the ransomware attack. His online username was apparently identified as Just Chan, and he was once a former customer of the UAV.
So, this is the virus author who almost brought the Earth into World War III. The same author who introduced Sasser to shut down the news agencies and airlines in multiple airports around the globe. The same guy who became the infamous Mozi. Well, now that he's been identified via his criminal records, does anyone have any ideas on how to apprehend him before he adds more victims into his hit list?
I'm afraid not, Minister Norton. Even if we confront the evil Mozi, he can still bypass two-factor authentication, making Mozi immune to being blocked by firewalls.
Our only option as of this moment is to mount an assault against Mozi. That is, should he choose to invade UAV headquarters.
So, Walter attacks airports and news agencies, attempts to bring the world into World War III, and creates Mozi, responsible for 2 million bricks to this day, and yet he's still hell-bent on revenge.
Yes, that may be the case. But if there is one thing that Mozi forgets, it's that if Mozi wants to go after you, he has an entire army of antiviruses he'll have to go through first.
Are you suggesting to put yourselves forward as captain of the guards in the event of a virus invasion?
Most likely, Minister.
Very well, Minister Bitdefender. I wish you both the best of luck in protecting UAV headquarters. That is, should Mozi wish to attack us. And ministers, may the firewalls protect you. Computer, put me in touch with Void Ranger, will you?
Yes, Minister. One moment, please.
Kira Sutton's residence, Grand Britannia. Void Ranger speaking.
Mr. Void, this is Gold Knight to Bluebird. Come in, Bluebird. We have new incriminating evidence to share with you regarding an individual by the name of Walter Zokas. But the United Antivirus Movement has already identified him as a former customer known as Just Chan. Or more specifically...
Mozi.
Wait a minute, what? How do you know all of this?
MalwareUp.org. Looks like Optical Illusions had managed to hack into their website and uncovered every criminal record file for every virus author in history. Kira's profile included.
So that's how the UAV were able to uncover more information about Mozi.
What do you suggest, Minister?
Mr. Void, continue to keep watch over Miss Sutton. I will deal with Optical Illusions myself. If Miss Sutton's computer falls into Mozi's hands, then Mozi will be adding another victim to his hit list, and possibly lure you into a trap. And remember, Mr. Void, shadows move either to the front or to the back, but never on top. Good luck, Mr. Void, and may the firewalls protect you.
Thank you, Minister. And to you as well.
Sons and daughters of the United Antivirus Movement, the time has come. A former customer of this very establishment has decided to declare war after one of our antiviruses failed to protect his computer, and thanks to Optical Illusions. He is now considered the most dangerous ransomware in the computer world, and he's on his way to destroy the very company we've been maintaining for hundreds of years. Are we just gonna stand by and let some ransomware get away with destroying the very careers that we all love?
No, sir!
Tonight, we will hold the line. Tonight, we shall defend the very walls of the United Antivirus Movement, and no virus, not even some mere ransomware, shall stand in our way. To war.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Attention, antiviruses of the United Antivirus Movement. I come before you on behalf of Optical Illusions to discuss negotiations upon our minister's behalf, as you requested, sir.
Wait a minute. This feels odd. Where is Total AV, your minister?
He's currently out on business. Hence why we stand here before you.
Besides, we are already aware of the situation between Mozi and the United Antivirus Movement. So much so that we would like to negotiate.
Is that so? Then why should we negotiate with you when you were responsible for giving Mozi his power?
That was our mistake, Minister Kaspersky. But we had absolutely no idea that this Mozi would eventually use his power of malicious intent. Our deal between us and Mozi was to only use his powers. But then, I'm afraid Mozi allowed so much power to get through his head that he's now become an unstoppable killing machine.
Well then, if you hadn't granted this malicious power to him in the first place, then none of this would have happened. So let's get down to business. What kind of negotiations would you like to negotiate for this upcoming ceasefire between our companies?
honestly didn't think we would make it this far. Alright, so for our negotiation, we will accept a ceasefire with you, the United Antivirus Movement, under one simple condition.
So therefore, we demand for Minister Norton to come forth and allow justice to be dealt upon thee. What say you, ministers?
Forgive us, Minister Webroot, but we must respectfully decline your offer.
Then permit me, ministers, to propose a deal of my own. I myself am humored that none of you ministers are capable in making decisions to benefit both sides of the chessboard. How pathetic!
Mozi, how dare you set fire to the United Antivirus Movement? I understand your grudge and hatred towards Minister Norton far too well, but this is just downright psychotic.
You dare take the lives of innocent people. This has gone way too far.
Oh, sweet revenge is so delicious sometimes.
Mr. Mozi, you haven't even filled you in of the bargain we made earlier.
And so it shall remain. Besides, one minister is still not enough to satisfy my vendetta. For we all know that a certain blue antivirus is always getting in my way in order to achieve my ultimate goal. So why don't you go ahead and back up your files as quickly as possible before your pathetic UAV headquarters becomes infected by the very code to which I carry.
What do we do, ministers? Do we hand over both Minister Norton and the Blueberry Boy?
Minister Bitdefender, you realize that if we hand over both Minister Norton and the Blueberry Boy, Mozi will not hesitate to destroy the most powerful antiviruses in the UAV.
And even if he destroys them, it'll be a disaster to finish this war without them.
He does have a point. What would you like to do, Minister?
If Mozi wants the Blueberry Boy, he's gonna have to pry him out of our cold, blue screen hands. We, the ministers of the United Antivirus Movement, have come to a consensus, and we of the United Antivirus Movement do hereby refuse to surrender the Blueberry Boy for your malicious intentions. The UAV ministers have spoken.
Ministers of the UAV, you disappoint me. But then again, I already came prepared for such a rejection. Behold!
Wait, what in the hell are you doing to our defense?
And with that, I have nullified all your weapons you carry with you. So even a single stab with your blades will be powerless against me. Now then, surrender the Blueberry Boy to me, or I'll do more than just nullify your weapons.
Is that so? You and whose army?
My army! Who's next?
I don't like to interject myself in your affairs, but you still have an unfinished deal to consider.
And now that I've infected each and every one of you, I order you all to storm the UAV headquarters and bring to me the Blueberry Boy on a silver platter.
Sir, yes, sir!
So that's your game, is it, Mozi? Using other antiviruses to do your bidding. Now that's a new low. Even for you.
Minister Norton, is everything okay? I heard there was a commotion here at the UAV headquarters, so I flew down here as soon as possible.
I'm glad that you're here, Mr. Void. Mozi has nullified all of our weapons, and he's using our UAV ministers against us. We have to get down there and stop those ministers before they destroy UAV headquarters and everyone inside. Are you with me, Void?
Minister Norton, I, Void Ranger, am at your service. Now let's get going.
I only have a moment. I know that I can see him. He has a move.
Minister Norton, stand your ground. Incoming!
Forgive me, ClamWin. I'm sorry. Mr. Boy, is it over yet?
Not yet, Minister. We need to take these ministers into quarantine immediately.
There we go. They should all be recovering in quarantine by now.
Where is he? You need to shut the fuck up! You were gonna tell me just what the fuck is going on up here!
We had another virus infection here at UAV headquarters. From my understanding, due to some malicious code installed onto the operating system, our antiviruses have decided to turn against us.
Have you found anything like this on your archaeological digs? Is there any way this thing came from the outside, from the surface?
Officer Chieftain, I can vouch for Void. He's one of our finest students. He's helped the UAV in the past with many virus infections. And in a few years from now, he'll be ready to take on the graduation exam in order to become the next minister of the UAV.
But in all seriousness, officer, we've also identified the virus author responsible for this attack. He's a former client of the UAV named Walter Zokash. Today, the world knows him as Mozi.
And now you want to press charges with this Walter individual?
That is correct, officer. And this virus author has been a bane in my career for far too long. He must be brought to justice.
After very careful consideration, sir, I've come to the conclusion that your new defense system sucks.
Thank you for the ranking, and good luck.
Suck!
Tad, I can't believe I'm saying this, but why don't you go fuck yourself? This blue antivirus has done more for this company than you can ever imagine. And if this minister wants to vouch for his antivirus prodigy, then so will I.
Telling me there's more of these fucking things?
For years, this blue antivirus has helped me put virus authors away, and you disrespect him like that? Not cool. So why don't you do everyone a favor, make like a bat, and fuck off out of here? And one more thing. Yes, I slept with this boy, and I'm fucking proud of it.
Fine!
Sara, what is the meaning of this? You defended me, but why?
Void, look at me. I defended you because I love you, and I never stopped caring about you. You mean so much to me, Void, and I want you to understand that.
Oh, Sara.
Come with me, Void. I'm taking you out to dinner. My treat.
Thank you, Sara. I like that very much.
Thank you for being here with me, Void.
No problem, Sara. Spending time with you is the least I can do after everything you've done for me. Is everything okay with you?
Everything seems fine. Hey, do you remember those two Mobians you once teamed up with from the now-defunct company, iDo's Technologies?
Yes, I remember. Him and Phoebe. How are those two?
They're doing great! They just landed themselves a job in our police department as scam baiters.
It's great to hear, Sara. I'm so glad they're doing okay.
Hey, Void, can I ask you a question, please?
Of course, Sara. Please, ask away.
Void, do you love me?
Of course, Sara. Of course I do.
Prove it, Void. I want you to kiss me. Kiss me like you do to your fiancé.
Alright, Sara. If you insist. Officer Sara, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. What the fuck was that?
Knock, knock, room service. Well, what do we have here? Mr. Void and his girlfriend.
What do you want with me, Mozi?
The answer is simple. I want your head. Enjoy your trip back to space, you antivirus scum.
Let him go, Mozi. You can do whatever the fuck you want to me, but let him go.
My pleasure!
What the fuck? Where am I? Hello? Is anybody in there? Help!
Oh, Void! I have a little surprise for you.
Really? And what would that be, Your Highness?
Void, no! Get the fuck away from that bitch! She doesn't love you as much as I do!
Yes? I thought you would never ask.
Oh, Void! Looks like everyone's looking for us.
Void, no!
Oh, really?
Oh, whatever shall we do?
Void! Are you fucking listening to me? Void!
Well, Liz, why don't we stay undercover, shall we?
Oh, Void!
Void, no! Come back here! I love you!
Cry as much as you want. No one will ever hear you scream. And from the looks of things, seems that everyone is enjoying a great time without you. And in just 48 hours from now, I will be deleting you from the equation. Next.
No! Back here, you bastard!
No can do, my dear. For your antivirus scum of a boyfriend made the grim mistake of challenging my strength. And now it is only fair that your boyfriend suffers for the rest of his miserable life. Enjoy your prison, officer.
Help! So Minister Norton thinks he can run the whole entire operation with his child prodigy by his side and not give a damn about any other antivirus who says otherwise. He thinks that only antiviruses certified by the UAV are very important to him, and that third-party software such as myself doesn't matter to him. Well, Minister Norton, if you think for one moment that you backstabbing bastards have won, just you wait. You will all pay for my injustice.
We have all the time in the world.
I love you. Floyd, listen to me.
A little teddy bear. He does have trust. And I will cherish him. Now and forever.
I know you will.
Floyd, look out!
Oh, it was just a nightmare. What a beautiful summer morning. The sun is shining, the daffodils are blooming. There's a corpse outside in the courtyard. Wait, there's a corpse outside in the courtyard? Oh no! Boyd! Oh Boyd! Can you hear me? Wake up! Wake up! Virus and hacker! Get down here as quickly as possible! Boyd is hurt and he needs urgent medical attention! Hurry! Well, boys, how is he?
Not so good. Boyd is taking a huge blind job from the nearby planet. He is in no condition to move, let alone fight. A few days of rest is all he needs in order to recover.
Don't believe it. It's incredible. It certainly is.
Phew, that's a relief. Can I see him, please? Boyd? Boyd? Can you hear me?
Yes? Please, is that you?
It's okay, Boyd. Everything's gonna be alright. You're safe.
Please look at me. What happened to me?
From what Hacker and Virus told me, you got attacked by a virus so viciously that he sent you flying from one planet to another. And now you're here with me. Boyd, the only thing that matters now is that you're out of harm's way. If that virus that attacked you would still be after you, he'll stop at nothing to delete you from the face of the earth.
And what about you, Liz? Do you feel safe?
job right now is to keep you safe.
Really? Tell me, can you still protect yourself from him?
Void, are you okay? What the fuck was that?
Yes, it's the virus. He found me. I need a weapon pronto.
But Void, you're hurt and in no condition to fight. Please, you have to stand down for your own safety and well-being.
Please, Elizabeth Rose, if you don't want to be infected by malware, I suggest you hand over a weapon immediately.
Alright. But if you get hurt, I will never forgive myself.
Yes, I'll be back. I promise.
Wait, Void, before you go. Be careful, my hero.
Dear Fiendot, what the hell happened to the kingdom of Tenebrizia? Looks like some fucking bomb went out. Almost like a fallout. Was there a war that happened that I wasn't aware of?
Yes, Mr. Boy. There was indeed a war that happened while you were out cold. According to police reports, after you left for your next mission with the United Antivirus Movement, a group of rebels heard about the incident with the ransomware, and as a means of protest, they tried to take the princess. By storming the castle and by kidnapping the princess, they would sacrifice her to the dreaded ransomware itself.
And I take it you had to open fire against the protesters in order to maintain order at Castle Tenebrizia?
Actually, Void, you're not gonna believe this, but it was actually the ransomware himself who did all of this. As it turns out, the virus disapproved everything that the rebels were doing as a means to honor his name. So the ransomware decided to make examples out of him by deleting every last protester who tried to take down the princess.
The virus. There's still one thing I don't understand. This virus attacked me. He attacked my allies. And he tried to have me killed. Why would he help me defend my hometown when we know damn straight that he's still hell-bent on revenge against the United Antivirus Movement?
Psychological warfare. If any ransomware is known for manipulation, it's Mozi. These antiviruses will scare us. I use scare tactics in order to make us paranoid of the situation at hand. And once they have you on a silver platter, just like the virus demonstrated, they will offer to assist you temporarily, because they don't want anything bad happening to you, as they prepare to eliminate you personally.
I see. Wait, someone's coming.
That's what happens when you have a virus as powerful as Mozi, ordering us to clean house in enemy territory in order to psych him out into believing an alliance is about to be formed.
I myself have been so much fun. Nice ride with the rebels, and honestly, if they did the pledge of their allegiance to Mozi, they did it.
These poor bastards will have any excuse to try to assassinate the Princess Elizabeth. Heck, last I checked, I remember when we once got involved with the kidnapping of Miss Elizabeth Rose.
Speaking of, whatever happened to that virus group Optical Illusions?
From my understanding, Total V has left town on business. He is apparently trying to recover all his assets so he can rebuild optical illusions near the outposts in Iberus. As he's doing so, his henchmen are taking care of the day-to-day operations. Yes, Mozi had every obligation to get his revenge against Norton, but because of how much power they gave him, the power went over his head, and he ultimately went berserk against the very company that granted him his new powers. Just ask Tiranium and Webroot. Oh yeah, Virus and Hacker. I cannot wait to get my hands on those two. Yup, say fortunate. Why don't we go grab a bite to eat at McGumburger?
I'm down. Let's get going.
Yo! Where we do the electric slide? Where, you know, it's electric. Wow, boom. Woo!
Go fuck yourself.
Wow. So not only is Sea Cleaner and Fortnite working for Mozi, but they betrayed Optical Illusions as well. And it looks like they challenged you and Hacker at Slammiversary this summer.
Honestly, Void, I'm not surprised at this point. Both Sea Cleaner and Fortnite have been demanding a rematch ever since Dishonor for Honor. And what better place to humiliate us than at Slammiversary?
Well then, if you guys don't mind, I'll let you both train for the main event this summer. I need to find out what the hell is going on in Tenebrizia.
Mr. Void, and may the firewalls protect you.
Where am I? Hello?
What the hell? Sara? What is she doing here? I thought she was back in Planet Apophis. Oh well, whatever is going on, looks like she's in trouble. I have to go down there and save her. You idiots have to be really stupid to support someone as dreaded as Mozi. Also, newsflash, he doesn't support you.
Wait! You fucking listening to me? Wait!
Sweetie, you lost? You don't have anything illegal on you now?
Officer Sara, what in the world are you doing way out here?
You been drinking tonight, sweetie? Is your license good, sweetie? She called you tonight? Whatever's on her is not going to be pinned on you, no.
Well, regardless whatever happened between you and Mozi, what matters now is that you're safe. Now come on, let's get out of here.
Okay. If you'll just stand back there.
Officer Sara, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. What the fuck was that?
Well. What do you know? The adorable little blue bird has escaped from her cage. However, I must admit, Mr. Void, you sure know how to handle other people's favors. Like eliminating half of those rebels for me in Tenebrizia, for instance. You helped my new allies, Sea Cleaner and Fortinet, to cleanse the world of those who made a mockery out of me. And for that, I applaud you for such tremendous skills against my enemies. So much so that I'm willing to make you an offer.
They're in a known drug area, and they don't live anywhere around here. Mike 269's out with me. What if I were to give you a drug test right now? Would you pass it? Absolutely. Okay, what are you on right now? Because your eyes are going...
Very well. I will let you both off the hook for now. But in exchange, why don't you ask that little computer of yours how many PCs I managed to brick within the UAV Academy?
Computer, I'm scared to ask you, but I must know. How many PCs did Mozi brick at the UAV Academy?
Estimated blue screens, 22,000.
Gentlemen, would you mind explaining this to me? Well, according to the crime scene reported by my rootkits, you both left Officer Sara's cage unattended, allowing a bunch of savages to steal the cage and use her for their satanic rituals. Had you guarded the officer properly, Mr. Void wouldn't have to step in.
Hey, at least we wiped out as many of those savages who tried to make a mockery out of your name as much as possible, and now thanks to us, we are now considered a perfect personification of evil.
Is that so? Well then, I'm afraid you both fail to realize the severity of your situation. Now that Officer Sara is now free from my prison, do you know what happens to failures who disobey me?
You get blasted to hell!
I am already aware of your obsession towards both hacker and virus, as I overheard the conversation through one of my rootkits. If you both hate them so much, why not challenge them to a fight? It would be beneficial to boost your self-esteem by doing so.
We will not disappoint you, my lord, I promise.
Aww, why so upset? You know those blokes will only fail you again very soon. If I were your right hand, I would have the blue antivirus killed in no time. What you say, Mozi? Are you willing to remove some dead oi within your faction?
Here, Din Doc. Has it really been so long since I've been away that Grand Britannia has now become nothing more than a desolate wasteland? I have to find Kira and make sure she's safe. Thank Din Doc Kira's home was not destroyed by Mozi. Kira? Kira? Are you there? It's me.
Perfect. Why, hello, hello. Where on earth have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh, hey, is everything alright?
Kira, Kira, I missed you so much. I thought I lost you.
Oh, you?
Kira, listen to me. I'm here now, and I'm gonna take good care of you. I promise. What matters now is that you're safe, and that's all I ever want from you.
You want to take care of me?
Of course. I don't want to see you get hurt because of me. I want you to stay close to me for as long as possible. Please?
Alright, I'll play along. But you better not fight me if I plant you with some more kisses.
Deal. So Kira, I see you're all dressed up. But what's the occasion?
Well, I actually wanted to surprise you with a dinner date. I found some information that just might be useful to you. It's about Mozi. So what do you say? Would you like to join me at the table?
Yes, Kira. Please. So Kira, what kind of information did you find for me?
I just hacked into the registry keys on Mozi's computer, and I discovered his source code. Maybe now we can find out how Mozi operates.
Kira Sutton, you naughty girl. If you were still writing viruses to this day, I would have taken you into quarantine. Now tell me what you know about Mozi.
According to this backup file I found in the registry keys, nice going, Mozi, for exposing all your old data to me. If a user clicks on a suspicious link, it'll force the user to download malicious software that installs a rootkit army onto your PC. Once the rootkits are installed, Mozi decrypts the files and locks you out of all your social media accounts in a matter of seconds. As you try to pay the ransom, Mozi will mass mail himself to every contact you come across on social media. And worst of all, the spam messages never repeat themselves.
You are brilliant, Kira. This information will be very helpful to the United Antivirus Movement. Thank you so much.
Do you think I'm done yet?
Are you saying there's more?
I found a video that you might want to look at.
Kira, show me.
What's up, bitch? They're all encrypted.
Alright, so we got Rana card here. Let's see if I can
What do you got to
disinfect
say,
this.
fucker? You piece of shit?
Sir, please be patient.
What are you gonna do?
I'm doing the best I can.
What the fuck was that?
Sir, calm down.
Oh man, that just...
I said
oh my
calm
gosh,
down.
that's crazy. You're a jackass piece of shit, stupid.
How dare you!
Kira, would you mind saving that video file so we can later use it as incriminating evidence against Mozi?
Of course, but keep in mind, that's not all I've found.
Wait, there's more?
Here we are. Mozi's registry keys.
I see. So that's how you managed to gather up all these files. How did you do it?
The poor bastard accidentally left his AnyDisk software open. So I connected to his account and started copying as many files as I possibly could. Once complete, I disconnected the session and removed all traces of my PC before he could discover it was me.
You think you can back up this data as well?
Actually, I can do more than that. I know where we can access his registry keys. I have a friend in school who might be able to help us.
Kira, if this evidence can stop Mozi once and for all, and I trust you. Now please, lead the way.
So, the girl hacker thinks she can get onto my system and take my files from my PC while my back is turned. You may call it bravery, I call it cowardice.
I'm not a fucking coward. Now would you mind telling me what the fuck you're doing in my school?
Still failing to understand my desires, I see. Very well then. How about I make this crystal clear?
I want the boy!
You can't have him. He's mine. I bought him, so I own him.
If you refuse to hand him over, then I will have no choice but to destroy you both! Rootkits, after him!
You're next, Mozi.
You have the goal to challenge me? Very well. Then try this one for size! To me that your software pales in comparison to my malicious code. Any last words, you antivirus scum?
Boy Ranger, are you there?
Are there others?
No, don't you dare. Leave her out of this. She's innocent.
Since you're refusing to surrender,
how about I force the princess to surrender for you?
Hurry, Minister Void. Get in.
Hey, is everything alright? You seem quiet.
I'm sorry, Kira. It's just something that Mozi said earlier. He said something about going after Liz and forcing her to surrender for me.
I see. And is this Elizabeth person important to you?
Kira, you have no idea how much Elizabeth means to me. We were once enemies when we first met. I was a child back then. She was the daughter of the ruthless King Sir Justice Rex, a man who had beef with in the past, and unfortunately had the displeasure of deleting. But when Liz and I first met, she tried to stop me from completing my mission. I had no choice but to expose her father in front of her for all the lies and deceit he'd been feeding her throughout her childhood. Eventually, fate led me back to Castle Tenebrizia, where Liz and I reunited with each other after many long years, and we fought with our blood, sweat, and tears just to give Elizabeth her freedom. She is very gracious to me, and I to her. She is my fiancée, and if something were to happen to her, I'd rather delete myself from the face of this world just to be with her.
You love her? Alright, look. Please, understand. I love you as much as you love this Elizabeth girl. But if she were in this room right now, I'd smack her in the face for getting in between my relationship with you. But if you're telling me that Mozi is going after her as we speak, and if she really is that important to you, then I still want to help you.
Well, Kira, well, this is a first. You're probably the first woman ever to accept that I have another girlfriend waiting for me. But why?
Because you're not a person. A person who cheats on a loved one doesn't deserve to be loved. You, on the other hand, are an antivirus. And antiviruses have more than just one customer after all. The more users who trust you, the sooner you'll end up becoming a fully fledged antivirus.
Kira? You really mean that?
Does this answer your question?
Well. Look at what we have here. The little girl who refused to install an antivirus. How safe do you feel?
Are you doing this just to scold me for my lack of judgment? Because if you are, then you're doing a real shitty job at it.
Ladies, that is enough. You can settle your differences another time. Right now, we have a war to win. Now then, Miss CrowdStrike, please tell me you're taking us back to Castle Tenebrizia. After all, we have to protect the lands from Mozi.
I am afraid I cannot do that, Mr. Void.
And why not?
There has been another attack at UAV headquarters. And this time, it involved someone who was very close to you.
Team Dog. That is CrowdStrike, take us to the UAV. Leave him alone, you fail. Minister EVG? Hey, wake up!
Mr. Void, what happened to me? Where am I?
You were locked up in quarantine, Minister. You were attacked by rootkits earlier, so we had to delete them and put you in quarantine in order to disinfect you.
I see. So that explains the white room we are in.
Do you remember what happened before you got attacked?
Yes, I was busy training with my best student in the training room, when all of a sudden, a security breach had occurred, causing all programmers in the UAV to panic. When I went to investigate, a couple of rootkits found their way inside. I tried to fend off as many as I could, but there were too many of them.
And what about your student? Did they manage to make it?
I am not sure. My guess that he is still probably somewhere in the UAV. If you can find him and bring him into quality, I would appreciate it.
Minister EVG, I won't let you down. I promise.
Hello again, Mr. Void. Did you miss me?
Mozi, what the hell are you doing here? I thought you were going back to Castle Tenebrizia. The Force lays on your knees with your fell blade.
I did, but then I realized, no, I still have bigger fish to fry, and I have no intentions I'm breaking my promise towards optical illusions. And who better to lead me to the minister than you?
Really? Well, why don't you explain that to optical illusions now that they are stuck in quarantine because of you?
Not to worry, Mr. Void. You'll be joining them very soon.
What's behind you, chump?
Hey, wake up. Can you hear me? Speak to me. Just you wait, Mozi. You're gonna pay for this. How is he, ministers?
His heart rate is normal, 120 BPM. His brainwaves are stable. Only problem is, he got infected with the ransomware known as Mozi.
Damn it. And how bad is the encryption?
Not so good. The encryption was a success, and it appears that Vic got hit by the AES encryption protocol. A strong encryption protocol that can protect data from attacks.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that Mozi is using more than one encryption protocol? So that explains why the antiviruses are unable to disinfect the computers.
Yes, there are two types of encryption processes. Antivirus experts have identified them as either symmetric or asymmetric. Symmetric is a simple way to encrypt data. Both the sender and the receiver use the letter in the same fixed number of positions, called key. The key is kept secret, and only the sender and receiver have it. Asymmetric, on the other hand, is a more complex encryption method. Asymmetric encryption has two keys, a public key and a private key. When developers use a public key to encrypt the data, it can only be opened using a private key. However, cybercriminals are developing more complex malware using a combination of symmetric and asymmetric encryption. For example, Mozi.
In addition, there are 7 protocols that correspond to the symmetric or asymmetric classes. The AES, to which Vic got infected with, the triple DES, which is a slow encryption and decryption method, yet it is used by several financial organizations to keep their data safe. Blowfish, which has a reputation for speed and flexibility, and ITA's Unbreakable. It's neither patented nor licensed, which means it is a free public encryption software open to any user.
There's Twofish, which is actually Blowfish but on steroids. There's FPE, which encrypts the data keeping its structure so your file remains the same after decryption. And finally, there's RSA, an asymmetric encryption algorithm in which ransomware attacks have been increasingly more complex. And so, it's important to completely update ransomware prevention strategies.
So that explains everything. It explains why Mozi is the most powerful ransomware today. Mozi is basically using every encryption process imaginable to avoid detection. But how do you know all of this?
Why don't you ask your friend that's lying in bed next to you?
Wait, are you saying Vic knows more about Mozi?
But of course, unbeknownst to us, and thank Vindok he went incognito for this, Mr. Kurzlov has been studying Mozi for his thesis report at the UAV Academy. He chose to submit the report rather than complete the first exam, in hopes that he can advance to the next stage of becoming a programmer.
After all this time, you knew about Mozi. I really hope Vic will be okay after all of this.
Hold your fire! Don't shoot!
Who are you, and why do you have Kira's voice generated through your circuits?
That's because I am Kira!
I don't understand. What is the meaning of this?
This, what you see before you, is my very own rootkit. This is what I've been using to spy on Mozi all this time. Whenever Mozi sends rootkits after you and the UAV, there's always one rootkit that stays behind. And that rootkit is mine.
But Kira, when did you create this rootkit in the first place?
I created this rootkit so I could fight back against Mozi. After he encrypted my PC, I had to make sure I was able to protect myself, even without an antivirus at the time. My rootkit secretly acted as spyware, so I can perform some espionage against my enemy. But now that my rootkit is here before you, I'm afraid that ship has now sailed.
Really? Well then, by using your rootkit, what else did you learn about the evil villain Mozi?
Well, based on the intel provided to me by this rootkit, I was able to discover that Mozi uses 7
different types of encryptions too.
Geez, so much for gathering more information. Looks like the battery of this rootkit has been drained.
Well now, I'm impressed. Congratulations once again exposing my enemies. And because of your contributions, I will greatly reward you with this.
Damn it, how many rootkits does Mozi even have? Excuse me, Kira. Would you mind explaining to me what it was that you were trying to tell me before the battery of the rootkit was drained?
Well, alright, don't freak out. You might want to have a look at this.
Attention! This message is for a certain blueberry boy from the United Antivirus Movement. Hello, Void. Did you miss me? Because I sure did. You see, while you were conducting your suicide mission against ransomware Mozi, I came across a little trinket of yours in the faraway lands of Castle Tenebresia. A ticket that I believe is valuable to you. Void! Are you there? Help me, please! It looks like your little trinket has finally caught your attention. Has it, Blueberry Boy?
What the hell do you want with Liz?
It's quite simple, really. I want my rematch against Elizabeth this summer. If I win, I will finally prove to the world that I am your one true love.
Oh, really? Then let me ask you this. What does this kidnapping scheme have to do with Mozi?
Well, the trade is relatively simple. The hacker or the princess? You have 1 hour to decide. Meet us in 1 hour in the desolate planet of Aldebod. The ransomware known as Mozi will be waiting for you there. Oh, and one more thing. You might want to take a look at this.
You still want to get personal with your family, my brother? Because let's face it, this war always revolved around you. As much as your brothers and I have been looking forward to this duel, as your family, we are disappointed in you, boy. Your father always hated you ever since you were born. It truly shows how much we hate you as a living robot in general. Which brings me to the meat of this confrontation. What are we doing here in Castle Tenebrizia? The answer is quite simple. You've seen us everywhere for the past few years. Every pay-per-view, every adventure, and every conflict involving our father, you were always there. We've torn you limb from limb. We went after your family and friends. We even sent your stepfather, one of the 5 veteran rangers, to the hospital for Pete's sake. And come Slammiversary, we're gonna do the same to you. Time to conclude this message and add more fuel to the fire. Enjoy this beautiful view of the castle, because it will be the last time you ever see it standing. Dismantle every last one of you. That means I'll see you at Slammiversary, my brother. Damn it. They did it. They took Liz. He must have kidnapped her by the time she left the castle to run some errands. Now this is just perfect. First Mozi attacks Cylance, then he goes after Miss OS and Vic, and now the princess has Liz in her possession. Who's next, Minister Norton?
Hey, look at me, look at me. We'll get her back, I promise.
Thank you, Kira. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Is it true that you're the 6th version of those rogue antiviruses? Why did they call you brother?
Because it's true, Kira. I am the 6th Rogue Ranger out of my 5 predecessors. My father made me, along with my brothers, and he sold us on the black market eBay as free rogue software many years ago. The UAV caught on to what my father was doing, and they bought my codes in retaliation. They then rewrote my codes from the ground up, trained me to become an antivirus, and now here we are, alone at last.
Well, alright, but now you're telling me all of this. Can I really trust you?
Of course you can. I'm nothing like my brothers. All 5 of my brothers lack trust, respect, responsibility, compassion, and more importantly, empathy. I am the most advanced because I possess all 5 of those traits, which makes me feel more human.
Thank you. At least your words are very reassuring to me.
You're most welcome, Kira. Now come on, let's go save Elizabeth.
So, how much longer till we reach Eldavod?
We'll be landing in 12 minutes.
And are you sure she's there?
I'm not sure. She has to be.
Antivirus scum!
Oh crap, no, 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 this cannot be happening. How can I be out of gas?
What's going on up there?
No worries, Kira, everything is under control. Mozi, what the hell did you do to my glide cycle?
What the fuck does it look like, you antivirus scum? I nullify your glide cycle. It is useless to escape from me. Now stay still, so I can pulverize you once and for all!
Wait a minute, what the hell? You have a proton cannon too?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you failed to realize by utilizing my malicious code, I can encrypt any data I wish and make a backup copy as I desire. Therefore, once the encryption is a success, I now have a copy of all your weapons. Get back here and fight, you coward!
Shit! My antivirus is in trouble. I have to do something, and fast! Come on, is there a weapon I can borrow? Well, looks like this is unbefitting.
Your adventure ends now! Any last words?
Yeah, I got one! Eat lead, bitch! Hey, are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere?
Kira, I'm alright. Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Are you sure? Do you need me to call the UAV again?
Trust me, Kira, I'm alright. Now come on, we have to get to Aldervot to save Liz. Now let's get going.
This isn't over! I will see to it that you'll never see the light of day for as long as you remain operational!
Fucking hell! Why the fuck is this city on fire? Who's burning things and how do we stop it?
Don't even bother calling for help, Kira. Aldervot has been reduced to nothing more than a burning wasteland. The city has been burning for thousands of years. Heck, the municipality doesn't even care if the city is burnt to the ground. This is the only city that remains abandoned to this day.
Dear God. Well, now that we're here, how do we get across this burning bridge?
Kira, I'm afraid the only way out is through.
What? Are you fucking crazy? We'll burn alive if we go through there.
Kira, do you trust me?
Of course I do.
Good. Because the more we delay, the greater the risk of Liz being infected by malware.
Well, alright then. Lead the way. Well, this is probably the first time we're this close together.
Kira, I would love to kiss you right now, but right now we have a friend to save.
Oh, sorry.
Well, Kira, here we are. Aldervad.
Holy shit, you're right. This place really is a fucking health hazard. Is there any way we can stop this fire?
Afraid not, Kira. The only thing we can do is demolish every single building, start fresh. Heck, I bet the former people of Aldervad would greatly appreciate it.
Well, alright, if you say so. Now, come on. Let's go looking for this Liz person.
Liz? Liz? Where are you?
You are too late, Mr. Void. Mozi has taken over the computer world.
So, you led us to Aldervad just so you can lure us into a trap?
Madame, you are an antivirus minister. Why the fuck would you betray the United Antivirus Movement?
Do you want to know why I betrayed the United Antivirus Movement? Alright, I'll tell you why. For many years, I have grown jealous of Mr. Norton's virus definition. He believes that he is the perfect antivirus out of all of us ministers combined. And when you came along, he began to show some kind of bias that I cannot accept. You can think of it as favoritism if you will. And did I get the same treatment that Norton offered you? Not at all. Mr. Norton treated me as he would any other antivirus.
Let me guess. You joined forces with Mozi just so you can delete me from the equation in order to become the fan favorite of Minister Norton? How sad is that?
Also, unlike you, my antivirus had to fight tooth and nail just to keep his customer happy. What the fuck have you done for the ministers lately?
Have you children forgotten that I had redefined security with the world's most advanced cloud-native platform to keep customers ahead of today's adversaries and stop the breaches? I leverage real-time indicators of attack threat intelligence on evolving adversary tradecraft and enrich telemetry from across the enterprise to deliver hyper-accurate detections, automated protection and remediation, all through a single lightweight agent. My customers benefited from superior protection, better performance, reduced complexity, and immediate time to value, and then ransomware happened.
Wait a minute. Ransomware? You mean the PC of Walter Zocash, aka Just Chan?
That is correct, Mr. Void. I unfortunately did not have ransomware protection at the time when I was operating under my own umbrella. So I decided to pass off my client's PC to Mr. Norton. And did he succeed? No! My client lost everything. I was there when he lost everything.
I remember now.
What's up, bitch? They're all encrypted,
Alright, so we got Ronacar here. Let's check out the different
You got to say, fucker. You piece of shit.
Sir, please be patient.
What are you gonna do?
I'm doing the best I can.
What the fuck was that?
Sir, calm down.
Oh man, that just...
I said
oh my gosh, that's crazy. You're a jackass piece of shit, stupid.
I tried to protect Justin all my years. I've sacrificed my technology to keep him safe. But what did Norton do? Well, to that, I say, damn you all, and the courts to wait to carry.
Come on, Kira. After her. Damn it. We lost her. And to make matters worse, no signs of Liz.
Hey, look! A computer! It looks all busted open, but it still might be functional. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
Kira Sutton, you naughty girl. Don't you know it's rude? Don't you know it's rude to use someone else's computer without permission? But since we're in the middle of an investigation, I guess we could take a look.
Boy, honey, children, everyone get back to class.
Wait a minute. What the hell? This PC contains footage of when I was small, and I first met Mistress ClamWin for the very first time. We played tic-tac-toe together. But why in the hell is there surveillance footage of me on this PC? This doesn't make any sense. I think I'm starting to understand why he kept all of this surveillance footage, so that he could study me closely in the event that we ever crossed paths, and therefore, by studying everything about me, he can use this footage against me in hopes to have me killed. I bet he's doing exactly the same thing with Minister Norton.
Trust me, Mr. Void. Mrs. Okash has done more than just utilize spyware against the UAV.
Huh? Who's there? Show yourself.
I am much closer than you think, Mr. Void.
Mozi, are you here to continue tormenting us as you always do?
I'm not Mozi. Mozi is just an imposter name given to the bastard who's been using my avatar to impersonate me. My name's Calor, and the blue figure with me is Frigus. We were once stars of an underrated video game called The Calamity.
We are the original avatars that were stolen by this Mozi fellow, stolen and used as a means to scam victims, and destroy our reputation by masquerading himself as a video game. This Mozi fellow used our characters and likeness to deceive players into having their computers bricked. I think at last you are starting to understand the severity of this Mozi situation now.
Can you tell me how did Mozi steal your source code?
One way of stealing the source code can be to hack into the organization's network, find the computers containing the source code, and then copying it to our own devices.
If the application is already open source, if you obtain the code, modify it, and publish it to the application markets without considering the license terms of use, in some cases, some licenses allow you to keep the new app closed source, but others require you to keep the new app source open as well.
It all makes sense now. Walter Zokash, also known as Just Shen, he changed his name to Mozi, hacked into the video game studio and stole the dev codes from the computers in order to steal the avatars of Calor and Frigus. He then used the avatars as Mozi in order to disguise his malicious code. By doing so, he managed to break millions of PCs worldwide. All of this just to get revenge on Minister Norton after his computer was bricked.
Calor, Frigus, thank you for the much-needed information. I swear, we will take back those avatars that Mozi stole from you. It's a promise.
Good luck, Mr. Void! Knock him dead!
Hey, are you alright?
You are too late, Mr. Void. Mozi has taken over the computer world.
And I guess the only way to get to Mozi is to go through you.
Correct.
So be it.
It must have been a burden to protect those you love, especially that filthy little princess of yours. Did I ever mention that you were responsible for my downfall? I warned Minister Norton that you were inadequate to become the next UAV minister. However, I am willing to make you an offer. I shall eliminate the burden you have to carry, and all I ask in return is for you to surrender to Mozi. What say you, Minister Void?
Are you that stupid enough to believe that I'm willing to throw my life away over some petty bullshit? No. It's over, CrowdStrike. I've come to take you into quarantine. Once your recovery is successful, effective immediately, the UAV will remove you from their council. That is all. End of discussion.
You get back here! Come back here, you bitch! You fucking asshole! Next time I see you, I will make sure your reputation gets ruined forever. This I promise you.
Kira, oh Kira, are you alright?
Yeah. I think so. Is she gone?
No need to worry about her. The police are on their way.
Great. Now let's get out of here and go find that princess of yours.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going.
Excuse me, but is this the girl you were talking about?
Hello? Is anybody here? Help! Somebody please help me! Ah! Cry as much as you want, little princess. No one will ever hear you scream. What the fuck, Void? Is that you? What the fuck are you trying to do? Saving the world again? Or saving your adorable little princess? Void, don't listen to her! She's the one who kidnapped me! How about you shut your fucking mouth? Unless you want your own blood spilling out of it. No! Please, don't hurt me! Now then, where were we?
Your Majesty, what the hell do you want with Elizabeth?
Isn't it obvious, my little blueberry boy? You were supposed to be my prince. But instead, you fell for this wretched whore. All because she stole your heart. Boo-hoo! So I kidnapped the princess and made sure that your adorable little fiancé could never escape me. It was the only way for Mozi to trust me.
So this bitch uses Elizabeth as bait, just so she can lead Mozi to your location. That's a rather low blow.
Silence, peasant! The princess is mine! All mine!
Your Highness, this is your last warning. Release the princess, or I will have no choice but to use brute force. It's your choice.
Oh, do you honestly think the blueberry boy is going to rescue you? You thought that by taking back your identity last year, you would get your life back together? Oh no, no! Now I have this adorable little girl in my grasp, and no one will ever come to your rescue. Void! Help me! Please!
Wow. No wonder this Elizabeth person became your first customer.
Your Highness, I warned you. Now you're gonna get what's coming to you. Alright, Your Highness. Tell me, what do you know about Mozi?
Do you honestly think I'm gonna tell you? You're just as foolish as that adorable little fiancé of yours.
Your Highness, do you realize by now that the more you refuse to cooperate with me, the more I get to torture you? The same way you're torturing Liz. Is that what you want?
And now, my husband-to-be, you will die.
You just don't know when to quit, do you?
God. Hey, Mr. Antivirus, just so you know, if you attack the imposter, you're hurting this Elizabeth person as well.
Damn it. He must be one of those Trojan horse payloads. Hey Kira, you have a laptop with you? You think you can investigate what the hell is going on with Liz? And what kind of virus we're dealing with?
Yes, sir. I'm on it. Madam? Hey, madam, look at me. We're gonna get you out of here. I swear. Just hang on, okay?
Out of my way, Your Highness. I have the princess to save.
Hold on, Elizabeth. I'm almost there. Mr. Antivirus, I found our culprit. This evil princess is affected with a Leron, a Trojan horse created to steal data by intercepting Assistant's network and searching for usernames, passwords, credit card data, social security numbers, and other sensitive data. When the dropper is executed, it updates the master boot record and executes a modified bootstrap routine. Once completed, it then manipulates the registry keys to block access to antivirus software. And because Aluran is a Trojan horse, the virus can damage other systems as well.
Kira, is it possible to eliminate the payloads through the registry keys?
Hang on a second. All right, she's done. Now finish her off.
Your Highness, I'm giving you one chance to tell me everything you know about Mozi. Please, don't make this so hard on yourself.
Tell me, my husband-to-be, how would you feel if I took the life of that adorable princess of yours? Right here and now. I will kill you if you touch him! Well, that takes care of her. At least, for now.
Please, are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm alright, Void. I'm not hurt. At least, not anymore anyways. Void, I want to thank you for rescuing me from that evil imposter. If you hadn't showed up in time, I would have been deleted from the equation. I'm so grateful that you came to my rescue.
Please, you have no idea how happy I am now that you're here with me. I was so worried about you.
Oh, Void.
So, you must be Elizabeth, are you?
Well, you must be Kira.
Wait, how do you know me?
My fiancé told me everything. He told me how you saved him from Mozi when you first found him in the Grand Britannia. Told me how many times you both encountered Mozi. He even told me how rebellious you are.
Did he now?
Well, Kira, now that we rescued Liz, what say you we get out of this hellhole?
Please, sir, the sooner we get out of here, the better.
See for yourself, boys. The princess is safe, and we stopped another virus infection before it was able to infect more computers.
I'm glad you're back. And a good thing, too. A few more hours, and we would have all been burnt to a crisp.
Well, Virus, I'm just glad this whole kidnapping situation is over.
I'm sorry, old friend.
Huh? What are you playing at?
My friends, I regret to inform you that the subjects you recently encountered, such as CrowdStrike and Illyria, they were all mere distractions in order to carry out Mozi's master plan.
What master plan?
Oh no! He didn't! Everyone, we need to head over to Symantec immediately. Minister Norton might be in great danger.
What are we waiting for?
Come on, ladies. There's no time to lose. We have to reach Minister Norton before Mozi gets to him first.
Well. What do we have here? Mr. Void, Miss Rose, and Miss Sutton. Welcome to my Symantec Corporation, the home of the pathetic oath, Minister Norton.
Damn it, Mozi's already here. We're too late.
Precisely, Mr. Void. As you can see before you, I have taken over management at Semantic HQ, and all of my rootkits are now roaming freely within this company. Whilst you're dealing with my rootkits, I still have a bone to pick with Minister Norton, and there is not a damn thing you can do to stop me!
Come on, we have to reach Norton before it's too late. Just Chan, in the name of the United Antivirus Movement, you're under arrest, Mozi.
Is that so? Well then, why don't you look ahead? For I have a surprise for you. Behold! Now then, before I was rudely interrupted, any last words before I send you into deletion?
Yes, and I'd be more advanced in updating my signatures. I would have helped disinfect your computer much easily than to watch you suffer at the hands of ransomware. And for that, I truly am sorry.
Well, Minister, as much as I would love to accept your apology, I'm afraid you're 30 years too late.
Hey Mozi, drop the minister or I will have no choice but to use brute force.
Mr. Void, you better have a good reason interrupting my revenge against Norton.
Mozi, I got a few reasons as to why you should stop your vendetta. For starters, revenge doesn't solve anything. Is vengeance gonna bring you back your computer? Huh? Secondly, you need to answer for all your crimes that you committed against the UAV, its supporters, and their adversaries. So what say you, Mozi? Are you willing to give up this vendetta against the United Antivirus Movement? And will you stand trial for every crime you committed during your malicious rampage?
Even with advanced virus detections during the time of the infection, the ransomware that ProjectSNT still would have rendered the files unrecoverable. And even to this day, there is still no recourse for recovering the files. I'm sorry.
You speak nothing but lies to me, Mr. Norton. If you so happen to try that again, I will not hesitate to brick your system.
Wait! Stop! Mr. Mozi, or whatever your name is, I've come to make a deal!
Yes? What in heaven's name do you think you're doing?
Mr. Mozi, in response towards this vendetta you have against Mr. Norton of the United Antivirus Movement, as the Princess of Townsend, I am offering to you a proclamation of surrender. By accepting these terms, this means I will take Minister Norton's place for your vendetta, in hopes that both the Blueberry Boy and Minister Norton and Miss Sutton will remain unharmed throughout the entire duration of your revenge.
Yes, no, don't. Are you crazy?
Madam, Are you sure you want to do this? You do realize that if Mozi accepts this proclamation of yours, you'll never see your beloved antivirus ever again.
I know what I'm doing. I'd rather infect myself with ransomware than watch my teddy bears get infected themselves. As I once told my fiancé years ago, if my fiancé or my son ever succumb to malware, I will never forgive myself. For the safety of everyone around me, I have to do this.
Please, stop. Think about what you're doing.
A proclamation of surrender, you say? I am very well intrigued by your proposition, my dear. Very well. Consider this my temporary truce from this vendetta with you, the United Antivirus Movement, but make no mistake, if the Blueberry Boy wishes to come to your rescue, my dear, then I'm afraid this proclamation of yours will be rendered null and void. Do we understand each other?
Mr. Mozi, I accept.
What? Are you mad?
Kira, you obviously don't know my fiancé as well as I do. Trust me, if you were in my situation, believe me, you would have done the same for my teddy bears.
But your highness!
All right, Mozi, I'm ready.
No, stop! Your highness!
Come, my child. Your deletion awaits you.
Your highness! Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I think so. Where's Liz? And where's Norton?
Mr. Norton was knocked unconscious. We need to take him into quarantine immediately.
What? Minister Norton is down? Well, what are we standing around here for? We better get him into quarantine before he gets deleted. Hurry! He won't survive out here. There. Now that Minister Norton is in quarantine, it will take up to 8 hours to disinfect him.
Excuse me, but why does disinfection take so long?
Well, let's see. In order to thoroughly disinfect the UAV minister, the virus scanner must scan for files, rootkits, registry keys, and of course the memory sticks, to ensure no viruses are present in memory. Now then, what were you saying before about Liz?
Yeah, about that. I'm afraid I must inform you that your Princess Elizabeth has been kidnapped by Mozi. I'm so sorry. Mr. Antivirus, sir?
So, it's now come to this. I didn't want to use brute force, but this Mozi fellow has forced my hand, and I was gonna pay for what he did to Liz, to Norton, and to everyone near to me. Kira, you stay here. I'm going to Mozi's stronghold to finish him off.
No, wait! I'm coming with you!
Kira, are you nuts? He'll get killed out there.
You need my help anyway if you wish to delete Mozi.
The sun is right, Mr. Boyd. You can't delete Mozi on your own.
Mr. Norton, you need to rest. If you escape from quarantine, Mozi will come back, and he will finish you off. Do you understand?
But you won't have to face Mozi on your own. Not anymore.
Minister Norton, are you insane? I don't want anybody else to get hurt because of me. Please, Minister, you must rest.
I may be down, Mr. Boy, but I sure as hell am not out of here. Besides, I needed to give you one last favor before you go after Mozi.
And that is?
To the hospital, Wayne. An old friend of yours is waiting for you. And Mr. Void, if you encounter Mozi again, eliminate him.
Minister Norton, you have my word. Kira, you stay here with the UAV programmers and keep an eye on Minister Norton. I have a patient who's waiting for me.
Good luck, Mr. Void, and may the firewalls protect you.
Mr. Karozlov, how are you feeling? Alive? At least for now. Mr. Vic, I wanted to ask you a few questions. It's about your thesis paper. I just want to know, what exactly did you find out about Mozi? Well, Mr. Void, aside from everything you already know up to this point, there is one major detail that was left out by everyone who already spoke to you about him. A few weeks ago, I was able to hack into his source code for a brief moment before being infected. And you won't believe this, Void. And I finally discovered Mozi's true weakness, the Task Manager. Task Manager, Mr. Vic? This is the first time I've ever heard about this.
Task Manager is a system monitor and startup manager included with Microsoft Doors systems. It provides information about computer performance and running software, including name of running processes and Doors services. It can also be used to set process priorities, start and stop services, and forcibly terminate processes.
And according to Mr. Vic's thesis paper, Mozi was easily discoverable through the Task Manager. If you can eliminate his process before he breaks the machine, Mozi will be rendered powerless, and thus giving you the perfect opportunity for deletion.
Mozi eventually caught on to what I was doing to his source codes. He sent me a download link for this specific video game called The Catalyst. And when I installed it, Mozi infected me. Even to this day, I still regret clicking on that link, especially now that I'm starting to fear for my friends. Courtney, Saki, and Kobe. Everyone I met throughout my life is now at risk of being infected. And it's all because I clicked on a stupid link. Mr. Karozlov, get some rest. I'll meet up with you once Mozi is destroyed. Does that sound good? Yes, Mr. Void. I like that very much, thank you. Mr. Intel and Mr. ClamWin, keep an eye on Vic while I'm gone, will you?
Wait a minute. Where in heaven's name do you think you're going?
Where else do you think I'm going? I'm going to finish off Mozi.
Mr. Void! Are you crazy? That's suicide! Mozi will destroy you in a heartbeat! Hey! Get back here!
Hold off, soldier. I'm afraid Mr. Void has to do this, for our sake.
Huh? What's going on here? Where am I?
Oh, good. The princess is awake. And a good thing, too. We thought the infection would be too great for you to handle. Tell me, my dear, how long were you planning to use me as a distraction while your boyfriend comes to your rescue?
Mozi? Why am I all tied up? you do realize what will happen when my fiancé finds me like this.
Your fiancé? Yes, your fiancé. Well, Your Highness, did I ever tell you the story about the legendary antivirus who failed to rescue my files from the infected PC?
What are you going to do to me, Mozi? Why are you doing all of this? I thought we agreed earlier that you wouldn't go after my fiancé.
You're a smart little girl, Elizabeth. Well done. You're catching on faster than I imagined.
How long are you going to keep me here? And how much longer will it be until you break our proclamation? Just so you can kill my fiancé? Jeez, you're pathetic.
Do you really want to know, Your Highness? All right, I'll tell you why. Your fiancé was right all this time. Even if I get my revenge against that oaf, Norton. My files were never been able to return to me due to the nature of the ransomware I was previously infected with years ago.
Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river. If you backed up your files beforehand, you would have saved your PC.
That would have been the ideal solution in a perfect world. But what if I told you that this ransomware infected every computer on the NHS, even if I back up my files on a network or external hardware? The ransomware would still infect the drives nonetheless. But no matter. Now that your fiancé is far away from us as possible, this gives us the perfect opportunity for us to get to know each other.
You know, Mozi, from the looks of things, it looks like I have finally discovered what you truly are. You're a worm, a botnet virus, a ransomware that preys on the innocent just so you can have your way with their stolen files. And for what? So you can ruin their computers and their days? Now that's just sad. Even for you.
Miss Elizabeth Rose, you fool! I never wanted to resort to any of this!
But when you have no antivirus supporting you during your time of need, I'm sure you would have done the same thing I did many years ago. Now, where were we again? Oh yes, I was trying to get to know you.
Go fuck yourself, Mozi.
You dare take that toe with me, you young whelp! Need I to remind you that you interfered with my vendetta for the last time! Our plan of revenge was perfect until you came along!
Why? So you can put an end to Minister Norton and my fiancé forever?
I could have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for you!
Well then, congratulations, asshole! Are you finally starting to realize how much trouble you're in? Heck, I might as well call up my fiancé and have him kick your ass for me. How does that sound,
You dare threaten me with your so-called threat of deletion?
Calm down, Mozi. Just don't forget the princess isn't even worth our time. And besides, everything is going according to plan.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Well, to answer your question, my dear, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Sending emails, and hopefully your fiancé will find himself trapped in the palm of my hand. Now then, open your mouth.
No!
I said open your mouth!
There we go. Now stay here while I lure your fiancé into my trap. And then we'll see who gets infected first.
goodness he's gone. I have to find my way out of here, and fast. Hello? Mozi? Open this door! Open this door, you bastard! Hello? Anyone out there? Help! Somebody please help me!
Mr. Antivirus! Hey, Mr. Antivirus, I need to speak with you.
What seems to be the problem?
I just received an email from my Microsoft Outbox account. It's from Mozi.
Dear pesky antiviruses, the rootkits and I have taken over the computer world. The princess is now a permanent guest and one of my 7 Mozi HQ offices. I dare you to find her, if you can. If you need instructions, check out the printed manual for more information. Sincerely, your arch nemesis, Mozi.
Hey, are you sure you still want to go through with rescuing this Liz person? For all we know, this could be a trap waiting to happen.
To be honest with you, Kira, yes. For all we know, Mozi could be torturing Liz as we speak in exchange for information on how to defeat me. Maybe he's infecting her with malware. Maybe he's hurting her. Who knows? But as long as we stay here, Mozi's only adding more fuel to the fire, and we need to stop him before Liz becomes infected.
But still, there's one thing I don't understand. Why would this Liz girl put herself in harm's way just for you?
Simple. It's because she cares about me and Minister Norton. She allowed herself to be kidnapped in order to delay Mozi's eventual vendetta against Minister Norton. But did she succeed? We'll have to find out once we reach HQ.
Well, I, for one, cannot wait to see Mozi get deleted from the face of existence. Which is why I'm coming with you.
Kira, are you sure you want to join me? It might be dangerous.
How's that for my answer?
Well, alright Kira, if you insist.
Wow, don't you look dashing in that tuss?
Thanks, Kira. Now come on, let's get going. Is everything ready for departure?
Our enemy is ready.
Excellent. Set coordinates for Mozi HQ. We have a princess to save. Well, Kira, according to Hacker's coordinates, here we are. Mozi HQ.
Mr. Void, if you ever need anything, you will be inside the network away the borders. And Mr. Void, be careful. May the firewalls protect you.
Thank you, Virus. And to you as well. May I have your license, ID, and registration? It says here you're version 5, and yet you look like version 6. Formal gathering, my brother. We don't want to look glitchy in front of our guests, do we? Very well. You may pass.
Hey, were those your brothers you once spoke to me about?
Trust me, Kira, I'm just as shocked as you are. I personally want to know how these bozos landed a job as bouncers. Wait, brothers, stop. This isn't what it looks like.
You want to know how we landed a job with Mozi? How about I let the boss tell you himself?
Boy, thank God you're here! Please, get us out of here!
Void! Do something! Please!
Hey!
What? What is it?
Here, Doc. I finally understand how Mozi kidnapped Liz, as I witnessed it myself. And how did he kidnap the rest of you?
I need to rethink my strategy.
I've decided I don't want this killing game to end with despair. I'll choose that ending if it means I can kill you, even if I have to sacrifice my life. That would just piss me off.
I was just leaving the Apotheosis police department when your brothers gagged me from behind and knocked me unconscious.
You were fighting. You two wouldn't listen to me. I tried to stop you from fighting, but you were obsessed with winning.
So while I was trying to rescue Liz and Aldervon, that's when you showed up to kidnap the ladies.
That is correct, Mr. Void. You went to great lengths to make this vendetta personal between you and Mozi, which is why we took the liberty of kidnapping every single customer who supported you over the years, so they can watch you die in front of their eyes.
But out of all viruses, why join forces with Mozi?
The answer is quite simple, Mr. Void. I made your brothers an offer they simply couldn't refuse. Mr. Void, welcome to Mozi HQ. I should say, welcome back to Optical Illusions. We meet again at last.
Mozi, this has gone far enough. You tried to assassinate me many times. You kidnapped my friends and forced them to turn against me in order to bring me to my knees. You tried to take down Minister Norton earlier, but you delayed the inevitable thanks to Liz. And yet, all this time, you had this obsession to destroy me. And now my brothers have joined forces with you, just so you can escalate things.
Precisely. Ever since I made the mistake of hiring those two idiots, I decided to spare their lives. In exchange, they referred me to your brothers who did a far better job in tormenting you than I could possibly imagine. And now, here we are, face to face.
Don't be surprised, Mozi. My brothers may have been tormenting me for many years, and I know how they play.
Would you like to take a seat, Mr. Void?
No thanks, Mozi. I'd rather stand.
Take a seat, my brother. We insist.
So be it.
There. Now that we're all comfortable, I believe you are here to place me under arrest.
As much as I want to face you right here and now, Mozi, we still have some negotiations to settle.
Oh, really? And what exactly did you have in mind?
I want you to let these girls go free. This vendetta has nothing to do with them.
Well, Mr. Void, as much as I would like to accept your offer, I unfortunately am going to have to refuse.
What are you doing?
You bastard!
Boy, do something! Please!
Well, my dear Elizabeth, I'm afraid your fiancé has but one choice. Must face me in a fight. A duel if you will. 10 paces, no rules, anything goes. If he should win, all the girls to which your brothers have kidnapped will all go free. You have my word. But if he should lose, then he shall be erased, and all of you will remain as permanent guests. What say you, Mr. Void?
Mozi is a 4-letter word to describe what you are, and you are full of it. However, on behalf of the United Antivirus Movement, I hereby accept your challenge.
What are you doing? This is unfair! I refuse to partake in this!
Void! You need to reconsider! You'll be throwing your life away if you're not careful!
I won't let you kill him.
Still not convinced, are you, ladies? Very well. How about I make this perfectly clear? Soldiers, bring forth the princess. It's up to you to decide how you wish to finish this story, Mr. Void. Slay the princess, and I'll share with you my source code. Or spare her, but you'll walk away empty-handed.
Boy, please, help me. Help me. Stop it! Stop fighting!
Please, Void, think about what you're doing.
You better not slay the princess, or else I'll unsubscribe from your services.
Mozi, no source code is worth the sacrifice of a computer user. However, the same cannot be said for antivirus software. Therefore, keep your codes, Mozi. I hereby refuse to slay the princess, and she is more valuable to me than anyone else who isn't using my antivirus software. And my word is final.
I have a feeling you would refuse, Mr. Void. You have truly shown empathy towards others. I could have destroyed you back at that spaceship when we first met. But that would have been too easy.
Mozi, I will be greatly satisfied once I delete you from the equation.
You know, there will come a time once in your life when an artist wants to create the greatest masterpiece of all time. Your legendary antivirus skills versus my malicious code.
A modern take of an old-fashioned duel, you say? Interesting.
Indeed, Mr. Void. I've been looking for this moment for a very long time. Together, we shall create history that will be written in document for many years to come. And once this duel is over, I will win. The UAV will lose, and you will die.
Mr. Mozi, so be it. I accept.
Excellent. Soldiers, round up the girls and take them outside. Mr. Void and I have a vendetta to finish.
Void, no! Stop! You're making a grave mistake. Oh!
Gentlemen, I must warn you both that this is indeed a duel to the death. Both combatants will stand next to each other, back to back. When I say go, the both of you will take 10 paces forward. Turn around, and ready your weapon.
This is so fucking humiliating.
Don't worry, Kira. Void will save us.
Is Void isn't strong enough to delete this virus?
We'll talk about that later.
As your referee, I must also remind you that there are no rules, no restrictions, and anything goes. Are you ready, Mr. Antivirus?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Mr. Mozi?
I am so gonna enjoy this!
Very well, gentlemen. You may begin your 10 paces now!
I'm now starting to understand how you do this, Mozi.
The secret is, antivirus scum, success. Never take chances!
Wait! Watch out! He's on your tail!
Don't you dare turn it back on me! I want you to look me in the eyes once I delete you from the equation!
Bastard.
Come on, boy! Fight him!
Had enough yet, antivirus scum?
No way, Mozi. Hell, I'm just getting started.
Don't know when to quit, do you?
No chance, Mozi. I will not stop until your codes are eradicated. Hey, Mozi, I want to ask you a question. And be honest with me, how many antiviruses do you intend to kill if you're truly going to be satisfied with your vendetta?
I'll destroy as many antiviruses as I have to in order to be satisfied with my revenge. Do you understand? I hate all antiviruses, yourself included! It's over! Your codes are mine! That's it! This is the last straw! Rootkit's after him!
Officer Sara, you're here.
Lock and load, people!
Not sure if Mozi realizes by now, but I just exposed his codes through Task Manager. Thank you, Mr. CrowdStrike. I owe you one.
Hey, you saved me. Thanks.
But officer, what about Void? We can't leave him here.
No, I did.
Miss Lemon and Yellow vouch for you. Get your ass down here now!
What the hell's going on?
End of the line, you antivirus scum! Any last words?
Yes. Caution! A virus has been detected. Mr. Mozi, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm afraid you have been beaten by yours truly. Any last words before your deletion?
For many years, I bricked many computers, destroyed many lives using the malicious code which I carried, but no longer, and now my code has fallen into quarantine, and my signatures have been weakened, thanks to you. Tell me, when it comes to malware, was there any hope of any of us to achieve a successful data recovery after file deletion?
Mozi, if malware such as ransomware is involved, I'm afraid data recovery might be impossible. Even for advanced antiviruses such as Norton, the data cannot be recovered.
If you see Minister Norton, tell him I am sorry for everything I've done.
Mozi, on behalf of the United Antivirus Movement, I humbly accept your apology. Now go and be at peace. Thanks, sis. I hope you get to keep me as your antivirus going forward.
Okay. Boy, I'll never forget the day we first met. And I'm glad to have installed you onto my operating system.
As I said many times, Phoebe, I'm always happy to help.
Hey. Hey! You're the one who's screwing around!
Well, Miss Ishikawa, if you no longer want to be involved with my services, looks like we're gonna have to rip off that band-aid sometime, right?
Do you want to die?
Welcome back, Void. I missed you. Wow, Void. Where do I start?
Wow, it's such an honor.
Impressive. Impressive.
Officer Sara, thank you so much. I don't know what to say.
I want you to kiss me. Kiss me like you do to your fiancé.
Congratulations, Mr. Void. You once again stopped another virus from wreaking havoc in the computer world. And although we are unable to rescue the data that was encrypted, at least you stopped the malware before it continued to spread. Well done, Mr. Void. Well done.
Thank you, Ministers. I couldn't have done it without you. And I'm glad you're all cured from Mozi's encryption. Speaking of encryption, where is my patient?
Why don't you ask him yourself? He's waiting for you.
Mr. Karozlov, just the patient I wanted to see. Are you alright? Yes, boy. I'm alright. Thanks to you. Mr. West, you're here too?
Indeed I am, and thank you for coming to my aid when I most needed it.
No problem, Mr. West. Once an antivirus, always an antivirus. And to you, Hacker and Virus, thank you for getting us out of trouble. We really do appreciate it. Absolutely. I would love to join you.
What an asshole!
Fucking people. Yeah, me neither. Let us return to Article Losing, shall we? What? A secret mission, you say?
Minister Norton, you're okay. I was worried about you.
Same here, Mr. Void. I'm afraid I put you and your friends in terrible danger this year, Void. And for that, I am sorry.
Minister Norton, I forgive you. However, there is something I must report, sir.
Go on, my boy.
Before I sent Mozi to his deletion, he wanted me to ask you a question before he passed. Is there any hope for any possible data recovery should a victim be infected with ransomware?
I'm afraid that is a very difficult question to answer, Mr. Void. However, because we both know more about malware than Mozi will ever realize during his life cycle, by now we both realize that all viruses are different from each other, and not all malware infections will be recoverable. Do you remember what you told me about Blaster? If we hadn't created a snapshot of your previous version earlier, you would have blue screened to your death long ago, with no chance of reboot.
Minister Norton, thank you for your honesty.
You're welcome, Mr. Void. Now go. Be at peace. Mr. Void, I'm proud of you.
Sir Antivirus.
It's Kira Sutton.
Hey, I want to thank you for rescuing me from Mozi. You're so brave and powerful when you have so many people who care about you. Especially that Elizabeth girl of yours.
What else can I say, Kira? Without my family or friends, I'm powerless without any of you.
I know, and after days of careful consideration, I've decided to make an important decision.
What is it?
I would like to install an antivirus onto my system. One that will protect me 24/7. One that will monitor my everyday activities in the event something bad should happen. I want an antivirus who will kiss me every day and every night without having to share a bed with other girls, such as Elizabeth. As a new customer, I choose you to be my first ever antivirus.
Miss Sutton, you're choosing me? But why?
Because I trust you. I trust you with my data. I trust you with my life. But more importantly, I trust you with my heart. So why am I telling you this? It's because I love you. And I want you to fight for me for the rest of my life. So what do you say? Will you become my forever antivirus?
Miss Sutton, I accept.
Just promise me you'll share a bed with me without this Elizabeth girl. And you have a deal.
It's a deal.
Void? Void, is that you?
Mr. Antivirus, sir, I love you.
Void! Oh, Void! My antivirus has come to save me from my tower once again. How are you feeling? Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Yes, I'm alright. I'm not hurt.
Is it over? Is the malware defeated?
Yes, Miss. Mozi has been destroyed, and you and I can now be at peace.
Well, now that the malware has been destroyed, you still owe me a date.
Miss Elizabeth, it's a deal.
Mr. Void, thank you for getting rid of this Mozi virus. And thank you for helping us recover our identity.
Thanks to you, we can finally showcase our avatars through our video game and share with everyone around the world. Thank you, Mr. Void. You have served us valiantly. Come on, Calor. Let's watch some Twitch streamers stream our game.
Right behind you, Frigus.
So, Void, are you ready?
Yes, Liz. Let's.
Void, what's happening?
It's that rootkit. It regenerated itself. I have to stop it. Yep, that takes care of that.
Void, what did you do?
Simple. I destroyed it. Now then, princess. Where were we?
Well, Void, it looks like you were trying to kiss me.
And these are the dormitories of our illustrious academy. And within this dorm behind me is our youngest and most popular antivirus ever.
Minister Norton, I for one want to meet this popular antivirus of yours.
It will be a tremendous honor to meet this antivirus.
Very well, ministers. Follow me. I'll introduce you to him personally.
Mr. Void.
Miss Rose.
Void Ranger, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Just keeping the hand up, sir.
And so, after finally defeating Mozi and saving the computer world from ransomware, both Void and Liz have finally earned some much needed rest and relaxation. So, what new surprises await our heroes, and will Void and Kira ever reunite with each other at some point in the future? Don't miss the next episode of Axer Rangers S.